Any change?
Well, he opened up to Joe a little bit. He even ate a couple bites of food.
Small steps, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, well, it all started when you got him to drink that protein shake, Kevin. Thanks. Yeah, we are still worried about him keeping up his strength, though.
What about the new meds?
It'll be a while before we know if they make a difference.
The bone marrow drive?
No matches yet. It just kills me the way you won't even speak to her. I keep thinking we did this to him. We made him so angry he won't even speak to us, even though he...
Well, he's been knocked for a loop, finding out that Joe isn't his father. He's just trying to make sense of it.
How do you fix a broken kid, Kevin? Not the leukemia, but the other part.
Well, I guess I could spend more time with him. He seems to trust me. I'll come back tomorrow.
Hey, Kevin. Look, is there any way that you can see him now? Neil, he's getting sicker, and those two used to be so close. I hate to see him pushing her away at a time when they need each other the most.
Reconciliation won't happen overnight.
I know I am not high on your list of favorite people, but if there's any way that you could get Neil to open up to Courtney for their sake, not for mine.
I'll see what I can do.
To hear new messages, press 1 now.
Livy, it's your mother. Why haven't you called me back? Aren't you curious about the woman who phoned trying to get information on you? Call me and we can figure it out together.
Well, hello there, you two.
Lucy, hi there, sweetheart.
Must be your lucky day. You have your pick of tables.
Oh, yeah, wow. Obviously, I do, including yours. It looks like you're headed out, huh?
Actually, we were just getting comfortable. Would you care to join us? You and your little munchkin there?
Yes, please. Lucy, sit down.
Oh, well, okay, let me check with the little munchkin, okay?
Hey, you. Hey, you. Do you want to stay? I think that's a yes.
Yep, she wants to stay. Okay, then, please, we will join you. That'd be lovely.
Well, it seems to be my lucky day. After one beautiful woman to 3.
Well, I'm kind of surprised to see you here. You know, your first day of freedom. I really thought you'd be somewhere else.
Oh, there's no place in the world that I'd rather be than right here.
Frank, what are we doing here? I told you praying's never been my thing.
Oh, gee, I didn't know that about you.
So why are we here then?
It's peaceful, quiet, and I thought you could use a little of both.
I need to focus on what Neil needs.
And top of that list would be you in one piece.
Oh, you mean instead of the screwed up mess I've become?
We're a match set. Kind of scary, huh?
No, actually, it's kind of nice.
Well, how about we try this together? Maybe we'll get it half right.
Okay. Give it a try.
Victor brought me that book.
Really? Victor used to bring me crossword puzzle books when I was a kid, too. But to tell you the truth, he'd always fill in the answers before I ever had a chance to get started.
You should help my mom. She's lousy at crosswords.
You do crosswords with your mom?
No.
How things going with the two of you?
I see. Well, it's too bad. You mind?
Go ahead. Why do you say too bad? She lied to me.
Yeah, lying stinks.
Especially when all you hear is, tell the truth, don't lie. I gotta be perfect, but you know what? Parents can do whatever they want.
Tell me about it. I remember when I once got real mad at Victor. It's a 4-letter word for a football kick.
Punt.
Thanks.
So what happened between you and Victor?
Well, for a long time growing up, it was just the two of us. Traveling, looking out for each other. A lot like you and your mom.
Yeah?
Once I got real mad at some mistakes that Victor had made. And instead of working it out, I just stopped talking to him. For years. There was a time it got so bad, I didn't think Victor and I would ever be close again.
Is that why you call him Victor instead of Dad?
Yes. Blow and bluster, 5 letters.
Storm.
You're good at this.
I think parents just shouldn't mess up so bad.
Yeah, but we all do. We're just human.
That's what Joe said. But mistakes and lies are 2 different things.
But I think in your case, the lies were mistakes. They were only told to you out of love. Your mother was trying to protect you. And she did that because she loves you, the way Victor loves me. But I do know this, if you make the same mistake that I made, it'll only make it worse. I got one for you. 7 letters for absolve.
I don't know.
Forgive.
Don, I keep telling you and telling you, we do not raise our prices just because it's Valentine's Day. We do this every year. I knew you'd agree with me. Okay. Yes, Ta, I'll call you later. Sorry, I had to take that.
Oh, don't be. It's good to watch somebody do business about something fun, like perfume.
You know what? It really is fun. So I'm curious about something. How does it feel on your first day of freedom? What's that like?
Wonderful.
Wonderful, but?
Well, it hasn't exactly been easy so far.
Public hasn't really embraced her with open arms, you know?
Oh, I know. It'll take time. Believe you me, I know what that feels like.
What happened to you?
Well, when I came to town, it's kind of a very long story. I came to town to testify in this trial, and I was not the one on trial, but people treated me like I was, and they didn't exactly like what I had to say in the trial, so they sort of turned on me, and they called me every name in the book. Anything you could think of, that was me.
Including murderer?
Listen, that will just all someday be a memory. Really, it'll just take a lot of time. Hey, you're getting a little restless here. You want to go back in your stroller and kick around and stretch your legs, huh? How about that? How about we go do that? Come on, come here. Wait. Wait.
Well,
I'll get your blankie. Hold on.
Let me hold her while you get organized.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be careful. She didn't mind when I held her on New Year's Eve, remember?
Remember, how could I forget, huh? We'd never forget that. You practically saved your life, huh? Of course. Sure. Why not?
Oh. Oh, hi there, little one. Hi there. Anything interesting?
Actually, buy $200 worth of fine lingerie and get a box of chocolate free.
Oh, look into that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's something I've been meaning to ask you.
About lingerie?
No. No, the other day at the courthouse, Kevin called me Livy. I just thought it was so bizarre. I can't imagine where it came from. Do you have any idea?
Livy? I don't have a clue what Kevin meant. Should I?
Guess it was just coincidence.
See, I had a patient who was severely bipolar that used to call me
Livy. She lost a daughter by the same name, and she was convinced that I was Livy. A typical case of transference.
Yeah, I'm familiar with it.
Well, when I left, of course, I referred her to a colleague, but she still contacts me on occasion. In fact, she recently left a message on my answering machine.
Did she?
Yes. So you can see my concern.
Well, is she dangerous?
She's not the one I'm worried about. Kevin got his hands on some confidential information. And if he insists on interfering with my personal business, I'm gonna have to get the police involved.
And what? Tell them that Kevin called you by the wrong name?
No, I'm gonna tell them that he's reverted to stalking.
What? That's ridiculous.
You're not the one being stalked.
Neither are you.
That'd be for the police to decide, wouldn't it?
4 puzzles are my limit.
You gotta go?
Yeah, pretty soon. You know, I heard a rumor that you started eating again. Any particular reason?
I was hungry.
Good reason. Any other reasons, like maybe talking to Joe?
You know, he didn't know he wasn't my dad.
Does that make it easier to feel close to him?
A little.
Did it make you feel better to talk to him?
I don't know, I guess.
You know, sometimes holding in your feelings can make a person even sicker.
Sicker than leukemia?
Well, I'm not saying opening up is a magic cure, but you'd be surprised how much it can help.
So I opened up to you and Joe.
And you seem better to me, but you're not done yet.
Mom.
You might want to at least think about easing the door open for her. I'm gonna go.
Yeah. Sure, thanks for coming to talk to me.
Anytime.
Kevin.
Yeah?
Will you ask my mom to come see me?
Sure.
Gotta go.
Did he say anything?
Yeah. He wants to see you.
Okay, come here, you sweet pea. Come here. Drool on him, huh? You're gonna drool all over them.
She smells so sweet.
Yeah.
You know, it's amazing. How do you manage to run a business and devote so much time to your kids?
It's definitely a little juggling act, but I've always been good at doing more than one thing at one time.
Well, do you have a regular sitter? I mean, when you have to go to business meetings and that kind of thing?
Well, Aunt Charlene, of course, has been a big help, and Serena's in school, you know, and I just love taking this little gal all around with me. In fact, she goes with me to all the business meetings, except this last one, she sort of turned over all the sample bottles and ate the magic markers, so I think now that she's a crawler, you know, crawlers do make lousy business partners. She's gonna have to stay home.
Oh, are you turning into a curious little lady?
You are, aren't you? You really, really are. Oh, but I'm not complaining at all, because she's amazing, and you know, my 2 girls, they are just my top priority.
No priorities. It's good to have those straight.
Yeah, oh, like, for example, today is so crazy because Serena had this great idea that Christine and Serena should be tested, you know, for the bone marrow drive at GH, so I had to cancel my appointment and take them there, but we wanted to do it.
Really?
It's very generous of you.
Oh, definitely. But I can't help thinking of how painful that procedure would be if one of the girls happened to be a match.
Well, yes, maybe, but a little boy is dying. I can't help thinking about that.
Right, and hey, it doesn't hurt to be tested.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, do you believe this? I am so sorry. Excuse us. It's probably Dawn again, huh? But pardon us. I'll be back. Hey, it is you. Listen.
You have to ease up a little, okay? We don't want Lucy getting suspicious.
And people aren't gonna get suspicious if Christina is a match for Neil?
told you, no one is going to know that they're related, even if she is a match. Unless you blow it.
I should be the one making the decisions for my daughter, not Lucy. I should be the one who's showing her off all over town.
You will be. You will be when we get her back. But for now, you have to play it low-key.
I don't want to mess things up, but I don't know how much more of this I can take, Chris.
This week, it's all happening on General Hospital.
Jax, I can't see.
No one can know that I think Lucky might be alive.
Sonny can never know that this baby is his.
From beginning to end.
You're all that matters.
Well, lucky Spencer.
When were you planning to tell me that you were pregnant?
Don't miss a minute of General Hospital ABC Daytime.
Hey. Kevin said you wanted to see me?
Yeah. I was wondering if you could bring me my book on Tanzania and maybe Treasure Island.
Yeah. You bet. How about some new books and new tapes? Okay, I'll get you those books right away.
And maybe later, you could come in and read to me. Act out some of the parts. The way you do.
Yeah, I'd like that.
Well?
He wants me to read with them.
Transference. Yeah, I don't think so, Rachel.
How about Chinese food? I'll get it to go with extra fortune cookies.
Hey, that sounds good. You seem to be in a good mood today.
Had an encouraging meeting with Neil. I think we're making progress.
That's wonderful.
Well, you look preoccupied.
Rachel happened to run into me today accidentally, on purpose.
How nice for you. What happened?
Well, she told me about a former patient of hers who lost her daughter. And her daughter's name was, guess what? Livy. Yeah, and to make a long story short, the woman started calling Rachel Livy. And when she phones her to this day, she still calls her Livy. So what do you think? Truth or fiction?
In psychological terms?
Uh-huh.
She's full of it.
I thought so. But wait, there's more.
Oh, I can hardly wait.
Okay. Rachel thinks that you heard the name Livy on her answering machine, and she is threatening to call the police and tell them you're stalking her.
Some people would listen to that. But it tells me that she's hiding something.
Hey, we should head out.
Oh, already? Oh, okay. Well, listen, I just want to say that I know how hard it is to want to be liked when everybody so obviously hates you.
Oh, Lucy, if that's your idea of a pep talk, it needs work.
You're right. Sorry. What I mean to say is people will come around. You just got to give them some time.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, look at me. I now have everything I ever wanted. I'm the luckiest girl in Port Charles. I have Scott, and I have Serena, and I have this beautiful little... Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Come here. Are you okay? I have this little coffee munchkin here, and you'll have everything you want someday, too.
Well, isn't this a cozy little group, huh?
You know what, why don't we give Lucy some well-deserved privacy? Table for 3 right over there, shall we?
Lucy, thank you for what you said. It makes me feel a little better.
Oh, well, good. You know, I try. I'll see you.
Okay. We ran into them by accident. I actually got to hold Christina. Do you know how that feels?
I'm surprised you gave her back.
Oh, I didn't want to. I hate this. I mean, it was bad enough when I was locked up, but now being free and still not having her, it's killing me.
Look, you just stay strong. And you keep working on Lucy.
Well, these chance meetings aren't enough. I've got to find a way to see her more.
You will.
In time. There's got to be a way to see her every day without making anyone suspicious. I just have to find a way.
563.
Hi, Scott. To what do we owe the honor?
Well, I was just downstairs with Lee going over our partnership, and so we just decided to take a break.
So, it's true. The Baldwin boys are in business, huh?
Yes, we are. We're back in the saddle. Can you believe that? I warmed down.
Well, good. Getting Julie off the hook should make you the go-to guy for every murder in Port Charles.
Eve, just a second, all right? Trial's over. The jury found her not guilty.
The trial isn't over if she's still dangerous.
Well, I don't think she's dangerous.
That's because you were never her main target. But Kevin was. And if she goes after him, I will promise you I won't forget that you're the one that put her out on the street.
Oh, okay.
When I was holding Christina before, I swear that she knew I was her mommy. Rachel, we should be together. And you will. She's my daughter, not Scott and Lucy's. Look, Julie, I know how hard this is for you. I've got to say, the smartest thing that you did was not trying to interfere with the adoption.
I guess so.
I told you. She's going to be back in your arms before you know it. I promise you that.
What did the hospital want?
A couple interns came down with the flu, and yours truly was thrown onto the night shift.
Oh, great.
What, you guys had some big plans tonight?
Yeah, we were going to take in a movie and then go home and drink some martinis in front of the fireplace.
Yeah, I was really looking forward to being together.
Yeah, me too. Well, how about a rain check?
Sure. When do you have to be at the hospital?
About 20 minutes ago. You want to walk me over?
Oh, to GH? I don't know. There are still a lot of ghosts hanging around there for me.
Well, it's about time they quit haunting you. You were acquitted. And hey, think of me, will you?
You usually do that for both of us.
Well, what good is it having a beautiful, stunning wife if you can't make all your coworkers jealous?
You know, Chris has a point. You really should go over there and just hold your head high.
Yeah, it's a pretty head.
Flattery will get you everywhere. Okay, since you're both so pushy, I'll give it a try.
Great, here. Let me help you with this.
You a little anxious, too?
Well, just being a gentleman. Look, you belong at GH. I know it, and I want you to know it again, too.
It's been over a year, Chris.
Just like riding a bike.
Lucy, thank you for telling me that I'm not the only one who had to fight to be accepted here.
Well, I certainly did, and I won, so I think you can, too.
And I hope I'll get what you have. A family, a career, a baby. If there's any way I can pay you back for all of your kindness, babysit Christina or any...
Oh, no, listen, thank you. That's very sweet of you to offer, but I have all the help I need. Just hang in there.
I will. I hope I see you soon.
Bye, Christina.
Bye.
Stop. Chris, she was beautiful.
So, you're free. Looks like your exit exam went smoothly.
A big disappointment for you, I'm sure.
I only want what's best for you, Julie.
You have no idea what's best for Julie, so why don't you butt out?
You know, the transition from a mental hospital to the outside world can be a difficult one. You need the right guidance. And that means competent psychiatric care.
Julie's receiving treatment for all the traumas she went through the last year.
Well, it looks to me like she's only gone from being manipulated by Greg Cooper to being handled by you.
I'm not under anyone's control.
Good. I hope you make the right decisions.
I'll do what it takes to rebuild my life. You have no idea what I've lost, but I intend to get it all back.
there. Would you like to join us?
Sure I would. You'll never guess who I just ran into outside. My friend Julie, my friend Chris, and my best friend Rachel.
I know. Me too. I hope you didn't pick a fight with them, did you?
I simply encouraged Julie to get the help she needs.
Oh, and my instincts tell me I don't think it went over too well. Maybe she wasn't in a listening mood.
You don't have to be psychic for that one.
Hey, listen. You know, maybe Julie isn't a danger to anybody like you think she is.
Maybe, but not likely.
Okay, but maybe we should try to give her the benefit of the doubt.
I can't afford to do that.
Well, my conscience tells me that I have to.
Well, Lucy, maybe you're just more forgiving than I am.
Maybe that's because I've needed a lot of forgiveness in the past.
You know, I hope you don't open up that big heart to too much trouble. I'd hate to see Julie bring you a whole world of hurt.
Thanks, Doc. But I can't help my heart. Come on now, that's how I got this little sweet pumpkin head, by listening to my heart, you know? And my heart is telling me I at least have to leave it open to Julie, give her a chance, you know?
What is your head telling you?
Well, my head is telling me that no matter what you say, Julie isn't any danger to me.
All right, keep him on the drip and page me as soon as you get the x-ray. Thank you.
Eve, wait a second, all right? Now, listen, I'm not trying to put Kevin in danger or anybody else for crying out loud.
Well, what did you think the consequences of getting Julie free would be?
She was acquitted by the jury, okay? There was reasonable doubt.
Well, maybe there wasn't enough evidence, but I know what she is. And it scares me, Scott.
Well, I got a little newsflash for you, Eve. You can't send someone to Sing Sing because they're scary.
Really?
Yeah.
They're trying to do it to Linda Tripp.
Oh, brother.
Oh, speak of the she-devil. This is strange. You just focus on the good things.
Yeah, and the many more to come.
Dr. Curtis, 5517. Dr. Fritz Curtis, 5517.
Okay. They're flipping out because I'm here.
Everything is going to be fine, Julie.
Maggie?
Dr. Devlin, what are you doing here?
I'm just dropping my husband off. You look great.
So do you. Will you be coming around GH much?
I'm still making plans.
I've got to deliver these charts.
Nurse Hartman, 4737. Nurse Donna Hartman, 4737.
Well, it looks like I'm not the only one with concerns about Julie being back in public.
Sam Hill, is she doing here at the hospital?
Maybe I need a breath mint.
They just need an attitude adjustment, that's all.
It's just that they've been filled with so many lies and deceptions over the last year. They're confused.
I dreamt of coming to work here again. How can I if every time I ask for a scalpel, the nurses freak out because they're afraid I'm going to use it on them? Well, you can't really blame them, can you? I never took a life at this hospital. As a matter of fact, I saved them. Well, as one of the people you tried to kill, I find that a little tough to buy. So, Julie, what brings you back to the scene of the crime? Morbid curiosity or unfinished business?
All right, that's enough, Eve.
No, let her say it. I'm surprised you don't know how much this hospital means to me. We were interns here together. You know how dedicated I was. To bricking me into a wall. Eve, I have tried to explain. Don't bother, Julie. I was there. I kind of tend to buy my own version over yours. So this is how it's gonna be? You terrorize this town, and then you come back to a place where our friends were killed, and you expect us to what? Throw you a fiesta? I was found not guilty. Innocent. I was just hoping for a clean slate. Well, they don't make erasers that big.
Okay, well, you know what? You've made your opinion clear, Eve. The fact remains that Julie has as much right as anybody to be here.
The jury felt that Julie was as much Greg Cooper's victim as those friends of yours that died.
Julie may have been found not guilty, but that doesn't mean she's innocent. And I am still very clear as to who the real victims were.
Eve, come on, just take it easy. Julie's gonna be around town, so you're gonna have to back off.
Thank you.
Look, people are gonna be afraid of you, Julie. Why'd you push it? Why'd you show up at the hospital?
It was my idea.
Of course, it was idiotic. Why don't you take those passports you got yesterday at the courthouse and take a little trip to Bimini?
You were at the courthouse yesterday.
Yeah.
It just seems strange after all the time you spent there. Strange place to be spending your first day of freedom.
Just keeping our travel options open.
Well, you know what? Maybe a long honeymoon would ease the pain of this situation that is going to take some time to change.
Wow. I'd say that's a first honeymoon by doctor's orders.
It's out of concern for Julie. I don't want her to be facing too much stress.
Well, we both appreciate that very much. But like you said, Julie's free now, so she and I can do whatever we want, whether some people approve or not.
Is it possible that maternal bliss is, well, indulge your instincts? I just don't understand your take on Julie.
You know, you really may have something there. It's very possible, because there's just something about when you see a child like this, so pure and innocent, it makes you think that you can bring all that out in the rest of us, you know?
I feel that way when I work with Neil. Kids have a way of absconding with your heart.
Yep, they most certainly do. So, how is Neil?
Well, his health's on the brink. He's not sure who his parents are, but other than that, piece of cake.
Oh, well, at least he has you.
You know, contrary to belief, therapists don't carry a magic wand. And I've never wanted so much before to just be able to snap my fingers and make someone better.
Oh, really? I see now. Who's being the softie there, huh, Doc?
Okay, fine. Count me in as a softie. I'm proud of it.
You are one. Do you remember how much fun we had when Serena was living with us? You know, the stuff we used to do, you know, you were terrific with her. You're just a natural, you know that.
Maybe so, but I would be terrible if I had a daughter of my own. I mean, can't you see it? I'd spoil her rotten, give in every time she bats her little eyes at me.
Yeah, you would. She would definitely be Daddy's little girl.
You know, it sounds kind of nice.
Yeah. Do you still think about the baby we lost?
Yeah. But then I see you with Christina, and I know it just wasn't meant to be.
The universe sure works in mysterious ways, huh?
At best, it's incomprehensible.
Yeah, it's really hard to figure sometimes. You know what I have? I have pictures. I've been showing pictures a lot lately. They're the adoption. I really want you to see them.
Great,
They're kind of goofy. I mean, everybody
Love
looks
to
silly
see
except for Christina. You know, she just cannot take a bad picture at all.
Oh, well, look at that. Oh, she's just beautiful.
Yeah, and look at Scott. You know, he's really a proud papa.
Well, yeah, he should be surrounded by 4 beautiful women, but look at you. Whoever thought that you'd be the poster child for a functional family?
Yeah, well, seems almost too good to be true, huh? Okay, you, who is the absolute most prettiest girl in the whole entire world? Hmm?
Oh. Well, that's a tough question.
Hey, you. How's your meeting with Lico?
You know, all the fights that we had over the years, now we just seem to agree on everything.
Oh, for goodness sakes, I'm sure you'll find something to fight
Well,
about.
I hope so. Otherwise, it'll be kind of strange. You know, I was trying to get over here to see you two.
Yeah, I know, but we were okay. We actually had company. I ran into Doc, you know, and then earlier I ran into Julie and Chris.
They were here before.
They were here? Oh, well, they were in the recovery room and sort of cleared that place out. How was the reception here?
Well, Eve kind of gave Julie the old cold shoulder.
Oh, well, see, then? There you go. That alone proves I should be nice to Julie.
I told Eve to give her a chance. But, listen, Lucy, I don't think it's a good idea for Julie to be around the kids.
I know. Hey, look, I won't invite her over for tea anytime soon, okay? It's just that I'm not going to cross to the other side of the street if I see her, okay?
You know what I would like to do?
Oh, yeah? What would you like to do?
I'd like to change the subject. I've had enough of this Julie business.
Okay. Well, since you've had all your time with Lee and I've spent all my time with my business phone calls and we're done, what if you spend the rest of the afternoon with the 2 most interesting women in Port Charles?
Really? Who would that be?
That would be me and your baby daughter, of course.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course. What was I? Speaking of my baby daughter here, I got a little present to celebrate her adoption.
You got Christina a present? What is it? What is it?
Well, who says it's for her? Maybe it's for you.
You got me a present? Now, really, what is it? What is it? What is it?
Well, wait a minute. What's it worth to you?
Oh. Well, I can't really tell you that, you know, in front of our baby daughter, but I'll tell you later.
Okay, well, then we'll just wait till later.
It's a deal. Oh, my goodness, it's beautiful. It's two pendants, Serena and Christina.
Yep. Let me see if I can get this.
Oh, Scott, it is so beautiful. I love this.
Well, you know, who'd have thought, Lucy, that way back when we met, that we would have ended up with this kind of a life.
Hey, you know what? I never would have thunk it in a million years. So beautiful.
Well, I just want you to know that when you wear this, and you just know that you mean the world to me.
What's your problem?
Well, size 2 supermodels and conditioners that make your hair feel
Eve,
really
stop
heavy.
it. You know what I mean. My wife. What gives?
She fooled us all once, and I don't want her to do it again.
What do you think she's gonna do? Come after you and Kevin? You do.
Look, don't act like it's the most ridiculous thing you've ever heard.
Why? Because it is?
And you're not biased.
Wait a minute. Look, maybe you and Kevin aren't at the top of Julie's favorite people list right now. But she doesn't have it in for you.
What about Rachel, Chris? You don't think that she has an agenda with Julie?
I'm not sure what to think about Rachel. But I'm stuck with her.
Well, it sounds like you want her out.
Doesn't matter what I want. Julie says Rachel makes her feel secure.
Well, I am feeling less secure by the second.
Thank you for walking around here with me. At least I feel safe being with you.
Well, I'm glad you feel safe, but sometimes I have to wonder.
Why?
Usually my patients that feel secure with me, Julie, they tell me the truth. Now, Chris said the two of you went to the courthouse to get passports. Is that the truth?
Being apart from Christina is killing me.
So you tried to stop the adoption.
I know I let you down.
Julie, no. I know how difficult it is for you to be apart from Christina.
Then you understand?
Of course I understand.
Well, we would have been there in time if Kevin hadn't held up my release. It was because of him that we were too late.
Now, Julie, you
No,
gotta...
no, damn him. Kevin keeps screwing up my life.
Julie, if you're not happy with where your life is, don't blame me.
Yeah, would you just go away? I mean, you're like some dark cloud that keeps following me.
Now you sound paranoid.
Well, she doesn't to me.
What's it gonna take to convince you that I'm not crazy?
I thought my opinion didn't matter to you.
Well, people in Port Charles seem to respect your opinion. And when you question my competence, they all doubt me too.
You give me too much credit. You ruined your reputation all by yourself.
Then why don't you magnanimously give her the chance to rebuild her life?
Because when I see someone in trouble, I can't just walk away. I'll keep my eye on Julie as long as I feel I need to.
Oh, look, I know that it's difficult, but don't let him get to you.
If it wasn't for him, I would be with Christina right now. Instead, I have to fight Scott and Lucy to get her back.
Well, you may end up fighting Kevin as well.
Well, if he chooses to fight with me, he's gonna find that he picked the wrong person to go up against.
Do you want me to read you another chapter?
I'm too tired.
Well, your body needs some time to adjust to the new drug.
I don't think it's helping.
Oh, honey, it's only been one day.
Whatever.
Well, if you don't want me to read to you anymore, how about another visitor? I know Frank would really like... Neil, okay, be careful. Just take it easy, all right? Maybe another time when... Neil, did you just get this?
I guess. I didn't have it a minute ago. What's happening? Mom, what's going on?
I don't know, but Joe will. I'm going to call him right now, and we'll figure out what's happening, okay?
Ahem.
Hi.
Hi.
Huh. I was just admiring this really beautiful present.
Lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
Looked to me like you were trying to get a peek inside.
Well, it's almost Valentine's Day. Can you blame a girl for being curious? Especially a super sleuth like me.
Super sleuth?
Yeah.
Well, if you're so darn good, then why can't you figure out what's inside without looking?
Well, I probably could if you gave me a clue. Oh, come on, just one little hint, please. Just one hint.
All right. It's something you wear.
Something I wear. Oh, my gosh. That blue cashmere sweater at Wyndham's.
Oh, my gosh. No.
The, black teddy that laces up the front.
Oh, you are getting so cold. I'm getting so hot.
Oh, gosh, okay, let me think. Oh, I know. That's really just a big box, and inside is a smaller box. You're trying to throw me off, right? It's a smaller box with that antique necklace that I saw downtown.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, that's my final answer.
Well, then open that box and see if you're a millionaire.
Well, gee, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
It's also a little small.
Uh-huh. Not if you're Christina.
You bought Christina a present?
Yes, I bought Christina a present. I ran into Lucy yesterday, and you know how she just bubbles on and on about Christina. So I realized that we couldn't, or we didn't, buy a gift for Christina once the adoption was official. So I just thought the time was right.
Well, I think that you are the only man I know who would actually go out by himself and buy a little girl a dress. It's very sweet.
Thank you.
Although you could have had me go for you, because after all, I am the queen of them all.
Yeah, you're also the only one with a job, so I had the time and I just did it myself.
Well, you did a fabulous job.
Thank you.
Can I go with you and help deliver it?
Absolutely.
Good. Good. That'll give me a chance to tell Scott that we're still friends, even though we don't agree on Julie.
No, on that, I would love the company. Are you ready?
Yes, I am. But I'm warning you, on the way over, I am going to bend your ear about what I really want for Valentine's Day.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't that, world peace?
All right, maybe I'll reschedule Ta. Oh, that makes me so angry. You know, my big Vancouver buyers meeting, gone at the last minute.
Well, it's not the end of the world there, Lucy.
Ooh, yes it is, because I could have taken Christina to her little, you know, mommy, baby, play together thingy. Instead, I had to ask Aunt Charlene to take her.
Well, it just so happens that I have a couple of extra hours here myself. You know what we used to do when we had extra time on our hands?
Oh, I think it's starting to come back to me. Yeah, it is.
Yes, can you tell me if Chris Ramsey is out of surgery? Oh, no. No message. Thank you.
I do not remember the last time we were alone together like this. Why is that? We're always going somewhere, aren't we? Or we're always going somewhere alone without each other, or with the kids.
Yeah. Could you imagine, like, sleeping in till, like, say, 8 o'clock?
Oh, I would love that, but no. Can't even imagine past 6.
Or maybe just one day a week.
Not even Sundays do we have. Jules, I don't think we've slept in on a Sunday since we've been together. Every Sunday, Serena comes running in and bounces, usually hits you right on the stomach, and then we hear Christina's little voice going over the baby monitor now. You know, and I can't wait to run in there and look at her little face. She smiles up at me with those big blue eyes, and I just have to pick her up.
How about Serena, though? I mean, being that mature to come up with the idea of having her and Christina tested for bone marrow donors.
It's unbelievable.
Uh-huh.
She's got to have an old soul, that's what it is. She has a very old soul. I wonder who she was in her last life. You know, maybe Clara Barton or Eleanor Roosevelt or Madame Curie or, you know, she... Would you listen to us? Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Do you realize we are totally alone? 2 grown-ups, and all we're doing is sitting here talking about our kids.
Well, then maybe we should shut up.
Hey, do we know what's going on yet?
They ran some tests, but I haven't heard the results. It was so weird, Frank. All he did was bump his elbow, and then a second later, he has this huge bruise.
Well, Joe and Karen are on top of it.
How much longer can he keep at it? How much more of this can he take?
All right, look, come on. Let's sit down.
Don't you worry, Slugger. These tests will show us why you bruise so easily. Now, a couple of deep breaths for me.
It hurts.
Hey, Neil. So I hear you're feeling kind of lousy, huh?
Yeah.
Well, Joe and I are going to work on that. Can I speak to you for a minute?
Sure. Okay, sport, I'll see you in a minute, okay?
His hemoglobin's at 6.2.
Damn it, the kid's been on the drug, what, a day, and he's already anemic?
I put in a call to Dr. Felker.
I'll speak to Pacelli and Dr. Quarterman right
I've
away.
already set up an appointment.
If we pull him off the new meds, well, then what, Karen, what?
I don't know. We're running out of options.
Julie. What are you doing here?
In case you've forgotten, Scott's my lawyer. I have some business to discuss with him.
Well, most people do that in a business setting, like, say, oh, I don't know, an office.
I suppose they do, unless the person they're meeting doesn't have, say, an office.
Well, have you ever heard of a coffee shop?
What's it to you where I meet Scott?
Did he ask you to come over?
Not exactly.
Oh, so this is a surprise attack.
Oh, visit. Not everyone is unhappy to see me, you know. Especially Scott and Lucy. I saved their daughter from probable hypothermia.
Yes, I notice you remind them of that on a regular basis.
Why don't you people get lives of your own?
Good advice, Julie. Why don't you take it yourself?
Me? Oh, it wouldn't surprise me at all if the two of you followed me over here.
What? Is that what you're doing, Kevin? Following me?
You
are the one doing the following.
Well, it is quite a coincidence that you seem to show up wherever we are.
Yeah.
Now, what are you up to?
Are you saying that I'm stalking you?
I didn't say that.
No, but that is what you meant.
Maybe, maybe not, but why don't you just
Kevin,
give me a straight
I came
answer
here
for
to
once?
just
Hey, what the hell's going on out here?
I'm sorry, Scott. The last thing I wanted to do was cause trouble, despite what these two might want you to think.
Why are you here?
I came to speak to you about a legal matter.
Case is closed. It's over.
Well, it's not about the case. It's about
It's about what?
my father's estate.
Well, listen, that's civil law.
And I was hoping that you could act as my civil attorney, too. What's next, the gardening?
Julie, I filled in a pinch, okay? I was never going to be your full-time attorney.
Well, any reason it can't be?
Yeah, I don't like civil law at all.
Well, maybe you could at least think about it.
Listen, if you'd have called me, I'd have told you the same thing over the phone. In fact, as a rule, I think everybody should call first. No dropping by.
In our case, that's my fault. I got it in my head. I wanted to drop this off for Christina. I'm sorry.
Oh, Doc, that's okay. That's very sweet. You know, Christina loves presents as much as her mommy does. I am freezing. You must be freezing even though you have coats on. Get in the house. Go ahead, please.
Julie, good luck, okay? Finding an attorney?
Yeah. Nice to see you again.
Julie, wait a minute. You kind of caught us at a bad time.
Well, I just had so much fun visiting with you and the baby yesterday. I thought I'd just take a chance and stop by.
Oh, well, maybe some other time.
Well, I'd like that. It's nice to have some place to be where I'm actually wanted.
Look, people just need to adjust, and it's not going to happen overnight.
You're right. You're right. And next time, I'll call.
Good. That's a very good idea. Calling first is good. Okay. Take care, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
Yeah.
Can you believe her just showing up on your doorstep like that? Scott, it's a good thing you have a state-of-the-art security system.
You know, it sounds like she had a plausible reason for being here.
Which is what? It is odd that she just shows up without any notice at all.
Maybe she's lonely, you know, she's trying to get her life back on track.
By making connections with people that she had no connection with before?
They're all dead.
Look, Kevin, we don't need you to play watchdog.
Look, do you really want crazy Julie showing up on your doorstep every day?
Well, okay, she didn't have an appointment, but, you know, it's not a crime. I mean, you guys just kind of showed up, too.
No one's accusing her of a crime. I just don't think that she's stable.
Yeah, you should have seen the way she was carrying on outside.
She was accusing us of following her over here.
And that look in her eye, that was not just anger. That was pure hatred.
Now, Eve, you have been known to exaggerate quite a bit.
Well, let's see if you still say that after she tries to brick you up into another wall.
Look, something is going on with her, and I don't believe that it's about making nice with the neighbors. Just keep your eye on her.
Neil isn't producing mature white blood cells because of the leukemia. And now he isn't producing red blood cells either.
You're saying he's anemic?
Severely. And the treatments, along with the cumulative effects of the disease, have led to severe bone marrow depression.
Can we try iron shots or B12 boosters?
We can't mix the protocols.
Well, didn't the doctors running the trial realize this could happen?
Well, it's not unexpected. It was one of the reasons they initially rejected Neil when they found out his condition was deteriorating.
Oh, maybe they were right. What were you thinking, fighting to get him in this program? I want him off the new stuff right away.
Listen, you need to slow down. Even with the anemia, it's not to say that this medication isn't helping his primary condition. It could be exactly what he needs to get him well again.
Joe?
Right now, the best thing we can do is continue the Zodostine. Give it a chance to work.
What can we do about the bone marrow depression?
Well, we could start him on 2 units of blood.
Oh, come on, that's a Band-Aid at best.
Well, that's the best we can do right now, Frank, until we find a bone marrow donor.
And when will that be?
Your son's name's in the National Computer Registry. If there's a donor out there, we'll hear about it.
How about tackling the search on this end a little faster? I like to speed up the donor screening here at GH, put more people on it.
We're doing everything we can. We don't have anybody else available to help with the testing.
Well, what about me? I have lab experience, and so does Matt Harmon.
I appreciate your dedication to Neil, but you have an awful lot of responsibility as chief resident.
Well, that's why I am chief resident, because I can handle it.
Okay. You have the authority to do so if you choose.
Thanks, Dr. Courtney.
You'll have to excuse me. I have an appointment with the legal department. The nurse's contract is coming up soon. You try not to worry, okay? Let me know what Pacelli finds out.
Okay.
I'm gonna make sure every single blood sample is tested to see if we have a match for Neil. Even if it means I sleep in the lab.
How much time does Neil have? How much longer can he hold on?
I wish I could answer that, but I honestly don't know.
Neil's gonna make it. You hear me? He's gonna beat this.
This is so adorable. I can't wait for Christina to get back so I can try it on her.
Yeah, well, she should be here any minute now.
Any minute. I'm sorry. We're not going to have time to finish what we started.
Damn it. Julie shows up, takes you right out of the mood, wastes our time.
Is that the only reason you're mad? Did it really, really bother you, Julie, showing up like that?
Listen, I helped her out. I did her a favor. I didn't know she was going to become attached to me.
Well, maybe Julie just doesn't know which way to turn. Come on. We've both been in that boat, you know. The whole town turned against you. She's looking for a friend.
Well, she picks us, huh? I should be happy, I guess. She doesn't want to be our enemy.
I should get one of those audio-sensitive keychains, you know, the kind that beep when you clap twice, because I'm always, forever, losing my keys. Kevin? What is it? What's wrong?
The picture fell down.
Oh, my gosh, it's smashed. How did that happen? Kevin, you don't think that...
That someone was in here? No, of course not. I left the window open.
Oh.
I just forgot to close it before we left, that's all. I'm sure the wind came up, caught the drape caught the picture, and gravity did the rest.
I'm just a little on edge with Julie being released. I'll go get the vacuum.
Okay.
Appreciate this. Having you here makes a big difference.
I'm glad I could do it. You know, she's the one to thank. She cleared my schedule.
Well, having friends in high places helps, I guess.
Hey, you bet. I had to pull a few strings to get this additional lab for us.
Well, whatever it takes, one way or another, we're going to make sure Neil licks this.
Well, we're certainly going to try.
It'll happen. Trust me. Okay, I've got to go check in on him. Be back in a little while. All right.
Worried about him, aren't you?
Joe? Yeah. He's so desperate for Neil to get well.
He's losing his perspective on Neil's chances.
Oh, we're running out of time, Matt. We're going to need a miracle to save him.